I don't go see many movies in a theater, and I certainly never go see one twice. Last month, I saw Project Hail Mary twice in the space of a week. I'm not what most would call a sci-fi fan. I didn't do well in science or math, but I loved Project Hail Mary. It took me into the second viewing to come to a better understanding of what makes this movie a masterpiece. There are a lot of opinions regarding Project Hail Mary, but the two things that stood out to me were sincerity and simplicity. I will briefly comment on these two aspects of the movie in this video. There is an aspect of Project Hail Mary that is so raw and open, so honest and so pure and unassuming. The storyline is laid out in unapologetic fashion. The characters don't fall into this fantasy way of talking, where they gaze up into the ceiling and project quotes akin to, "You are not alone," or "Destiny is within our reach." Instead, Project Hail Mary took some of these same cliché ideas and explored them through the story, through the sincere characterization of its people and their interactions with each other and the environment around them. The conversations are real and sometimes difficult to accept, such as when Eva's Dract has Ryland Grace drugged and forcibly put aboard the spaceship. There was no lengthy monologue describing what the trauma was in Strat's past that led her to commit to these actions. There was simply the sincere actions of a human being who was doing what she believes to be the right choice in her attempt to save planet Earth. And that leads into our next point, simplicity. The movie plot itself is simple. The Earth is dying. Its fate lies in the hands of a single man. That is Project Hail Mary at its most basic. Yet there is so much more that happens within the confines of this simple structure. There is friendship, there is pain, there is the realization of death, there is the discovery of life. The audience is not told what to think or feel at any given moment. They make that discovery themselves in the very heart of the simplicity and the sincerity that is the movie at its core. One of the most beautiful moments to me is when Grace and his alien companion, Rocky, are in the midst of trying to capture a certain organism that can help them to defeat another organism called astrophage that is threatening the sun from both the planets. Grace goes out into space, and when he puts his visor on, he sees the astrophage in a burst of beautiful pink and red light. Rocky asks him what he is doing, and he replies, "I'm having a moment." It was the second time that I saw this scene that the beauty of it really hit me. Grace is literally surrounded by what is killing his planet, and yet there is beauty in it, just like there can be beauty in our sufferings as well. Grace found something in the wrong that gave him hope and made him smile, and we can do that too. The movie shows us this. It does not tell us. The simplicity and sincerity of the scene plays it out for us and helps us to make connections within our own lives. This own theme has been explored in many other stories and movies, but it felt so natural, so unforced and so open here, so sincere and simple, that I was moved in ways I did not expect. I think that is what grips people about this movie. It says things that we need to hear in ways that we have not heard before. It does not explain things for us. It lets us discover. It takes a story about science and mechanics and turns it into a story about the human experience. The relationship between Grace and Rocky is what really sells this story. Rocky is, well, a rock. A rock-like alien creature who has no face, no eyes, no voice except that which Grace gives him. But there is within him a living soul and emotion, and we as the audience discover that for ourselves as we watch him and Grace walk side by side, suffer side by side, and sacrifice for each other in beautiful and powerful ways. A simple friendship becomes deeper because of the sincerity that makes it up, because of the way the audience is enabled to look beyond the physical makeup of the characters and find something that is real and open. Many people are saying that Project Hail Mary is a hopeful movie, something that feels rare in this age of grim adventure and reality TV shows. We need more of this. We need characters who make us cry and smile and see ourselves in a new and beautiful way. We need the simple, sincere moments of unforced characterization, the breathtaking scenery, coupled with Daniel Pemberton's ethereal music, to make us look beyond and see the sky above us and the people around us. We need Rocky. We need friendships formed not over text and social media, but by human experience. Because then we will find the hope and the love we all long for, and the courage to be that person that we were made to be.